Tips on how to save money on catering. One of the higher costs for a wedding, which is sometimes part of the cost of the venue, is the cost of food and beverages. Saving money on catering can make a huge difference in the cost of your wedding, but it can also affect the perception of your wedding by guests and by you if you're not happy with the food. Look at these tips on how to save money on catering to get some great ideas of what you can do. Start with a realistic budget. The most important part of deciding how to save money on catering is to get an accurate guest count so that you don't order too much food for the number of guests coming. Plus, when you talk to any caterers about the food, you can provide your budget and how many people you want to serve, which can often help them choose a menu that will work. Have a potluck. You don't really have to get your wedding catered. If you're a part of a large church, it's likely the church may even have a program called the hospitality program where volunteers come in and cook meals for parties and events like weddings. They sometimes even donate their own food instead of charging. Alternatively, you can just ask each guest to bring a pot of food. Local restaurant catering. Don't forget about trying local mom and pop restaurants when it comes to catering for your wedding. Many of these types of restaurants don't even state that they cater openly, but if you ask, they probably will. If there is a place that serves your favorite food, just ask. Keep it simple. When you design the menu, including your cake, keep everything easy and simple. Less is more. A taste of the best made cake is much better than a huge slice of dry, poorly made cake. Plan around a particular meal. Planning your catering menu around a meal will also help. For example, breakfast is inexpensive. If you're having a morning wedding, brunch is a great way to save money on the catered meal. Limit free alcohol. If you reduce cocktail hour or eliminate it from your wedding, you'll save a lot of money. If your venue allows it, you can ask people to buy up their favorite wine or sparkly beverage to share with their table. Send hors d'oeuvres out slowly. When you put the hors d'oeuvres out on a table, they're going to go fast. Instead, if you have volunteers or paid staff to walk around and offer them on trays, they'll last much longer, and it will also feel special. Plated meals. In some cases, a plated meal will save money over a food bar, especially if you're shooting for elegant. A protein, a salad, and bread along with water, tea or juice to drink will cost a lot less than trying to fill up a bar, plus no seconds. Food bar ideas. A food bar can be less expensive if you're not trying to provide roast and fancy food. Consider a potato bar, a taco bar, or another theme bar that has inexpensive food. If you pick something inexpensive like potatoes or pasta, it'll help. Save money on your cake. You can save money on your cake by choosing a simple design. With the average cake being almost $500 today, there is a lot of room to save, but there is danger in getting carried away. Using a smaller cake for cutting, and then handing out pieces of sheet cake or cupcakes can help. Ensuring the slices are cut the right serving sizes will help save money too. Don't forget to try your local bakery or big box store, as the prices are often less expensive than exclusive wedding cake designers. Saving money on catering is simple if you start with a budget, know how many guests you need to feed, and consider the time of day and how you want people to feel. For example, if you want people to dance, serving a heavy meal might not work out as well as a light one. Tips on how to save money on entertainment. One expense that can add up your wedding costs is hiring entertainment. Some things to consider before you hire entertainment are your budget, the venue, the date, and the time of your wedding. What is fun at night might not be as fun for a morning or early afternoon wedding. The time of your wedding can substantially reduce the cost of your entertainment, but it can sometimes be hard to find someone to do it during the day too. Let's look at these tips on how to save money on entertainment for your wedding. Set your budget. The first thing to do is to set a budget. The budget for entertainment is part of your overall budget. You should know exactly what you're willing to spend and find something that works for you around that number. Book early. When you find a band to book for your venue, be sure to book them as soon as you can. The faster you pay deposits and the faster you lock them in, the less expensive the price will be. The main reason is that booking agents tend to err on the side of caution and get their entertainment booked for something, rather than wait and potentially get nothing. Hire students. If you live in an area with a college, you'll likely find some students who will perform at your wedding reception inexpensively. You may even find singers for the wedding from your local school. They usually charge less and they need the experience, so they'll be thrilled to do it. Get a DJ instead of a band. One way to cut costs is to hire a DJ instead of a band. Often, a DJ will charge a lot less because they are only one person. Plus, they likely have a lot of songs to choose from and will help get the party going. Hire your church choir or band. If you belong to a church, look to its community for singers, a band, or even the choir to perform at your wedding and reception. All you have to do is ask them, and it's probably something they will enjoy doing since you're a member. Sometimes they'll do it free, but it's always nice to give a donation or something. DIY. You can also just get a decent sound system and set up a bunch of songs to play automatically using iTunes or Amazon Music. This is by far the least expensive option outside of having no entertainment at all. Let the guests entertain you. One way to get some entertainment at your wedding is to ask the guests that you know are good singers or performers to do it for you. You can also bring in a karaoke machine with the right songs that you all want to sing together as entertainment. Ask your friends. Start asking around your friends and family about potential performers, bands, and other entertainment for your wedding. You may be surprised to find out you have friends of friends who are singers or band members that can perform within your budget. Providing entertainment at your wedding will make the festivities all that much more festive. Getting to listen to fun songs, dance, and let go is always fun, but it isn't always what your wedding needs to make it stand out and give you the mood and feeling you want.
I know that you like it like that. I wear designer, check the name on the tag. White fox fur on my jacket. Excuse me, that's a